Do you find yourself looking for the perfect bottle of wine to elevate your Christmas meal, but you're not sure where to begin? You have come to the right place because that's exactly what we are going to cover today on Tasty Tidbits with Tiff. My name is Tiffany, and I am so excited you're here. As you hop on, drop a hi in the comments and where you are watching from. For those joining us later on the replay, just add in #replay. My name is Tiffany, and I help busy millennials who feel overwhelmed in the kitchen learn new skills to create quick, healthy meals with wine pairings. Follow me on social media for daily tips, tricks, recipes, and inspiration. And be sure to set your alarm for 1 o'clock Central every Wednesday, where I go live right here for Tasty Tidbits with Tiff. In today's video, we are going to cover how you can create the perfect wine pairing experience for your holiday spread. But that's not all. I also have a super simple strategy to help you elevate every meal with the perfect food and wine pairing combos. So be sure to stick around until the end. Let's get started. So first, you want to choose a sparkling wine as a starter. Now, this is a great way to break the ice as people are arriving, should you find yourself hosting this holiday season. And if you are one of the guests attending, a bottle of sparkling wine is the perfect hostess gift to share. Plus, everything is better with a little bit of bubbles, right? So it's a fun way to liven up the get-together, break the ice, plus sparkling wine is the perfect pairing to go with your charcuterie and light appetizers as you're waiting for everyone to arrive and the main course to be served. Now, one thing to note is that stemware is important. When it comes to sparkling wine, you want it served in a fluted glass to allow the bubbles to travel up the glass. This is going to help with not only the taste, but also the smell of that champagne. And it looks super pretty with those bubbles in the glass. Now, some of my prefers are Prosecco and Moscato, but a Muscat is another great option as a starter wine. Now, before we dive in to the extent of the meal plan, I want to know what is on your holiday spread this year. Drop your meal plan in the comments. And if you're not sure yet, it's okay. No worries. Drop what you normally have. What are some of your go-tos? And then we will dive in to some of those popular protein sources. So oftentimes people find themselves enjoying a roast beef or steak beef of some sort. With your red meats, you want to have a medium to full-bodied red wine, a wine that is going to not only complement the meal, but also enhance the flavors that you have, whether it be seasonings or side dishes to go along with that main course. So your best options to go along with those beef dishes are going to be a Cabernet Sauvignon, which is typically fruity with hints of cedar, or a Syrah, which characteristically has notes of smoke. So this is also perfect for any grilled meats or smoked meats that you might be enjoying. And lastly, a Sangiovese, which is very fruity with black cherry and plum notes, as well as hints of tobacco and leather. So that Sangiovese is very good for those savory, hearty dishes that are almost too powerful on their own. Now, you might find yourself enjoying some turkey this holiday season. I know this is common for Thanksgiving. Many people like to enjoy it for Christmas as well. So if you are one of those, with the turkey, you want to have, again, a wine that is going to complement those flavors, but also enhance the flavors. So your best options to go along with turkey and your traditional sides of mashed potatoes, stuffing, and some herb roasted veggies would be a Zinfandel, which is going to be very jammy with hints of pepper, or a Riesling, which is typically fruity, floral, and hints of citrus. Both of those wines are going to be on the lighter side as well, which will help you to fully enjoy your food without feeling too overfull. Now, ham is a not so popular option, but it is slowly becoming more popular around the holiday season. So if you find yourself enjoying ham this season, your best options are going to be a rosé, which is typically notes of strawberry and grapefruit. In my opinion, rosé goes with just about anything. But you could also go the Chardonnay route, which is very crisp, clean, sometimes oaky, sometimes not. If you're a fan of oak, go that route. If you're not, just be sure to check the labels. Depending on where that Chardonnay was made will determine if it is oaky or not. And then lastly, for my fellow vegetarians, a Pinot Noir is going to be your best option with all things veggies. So this could be a vegetarian lasagna, some roasted veggies, you name it. A Pinot Noir with its strong berry notes and earthy flavors is the perfect wine to go with all things veggie. Now, before we jump into the dessert option, what is on your dessert meal plan? I am a huge fan of pumpkin pie and candy cane pie, but there are so many other desserts out there. So what is your favorite holiday dessert? Drop it in the comments. Now, if you find yourself enjoying chocolate pudding, pumpkin pie, or fruitcake, a muscat is going to be your best option. And notice that is also the one that we started with to kick things off for your holiday meal. So you can also end it with the fruitiness of a muscat wine. And if you're wanting to skip the dessert and just have a glass of wine instead, grab yourself a bottle of ruby port. It is going to be filled with fruit and chocolate, and it is dessert in a glass. Now let's keep this momentum going to create the perfect food and wine pairing experience for your next meal after the holidays with these 3 simple tips. 1, red with red, white with white. Typically, red wine is going to pair best with your red meats and your red tomato-based sauces, whereas white wine will pair best with your white meats and creamy garlic cheese-based sauces. But that's not always the case, which leads us to tip number 2, consider your sides and seasonings. When it comes to matching a wine with a meal, you want to look at the meal as a whole, not just the main course. Those sides and seasonings are going to influence that wine, so that way you can make the best choice to enhance the flavors of everything and bring the meal together. So note those side dishes. If you're having roasted veggies, are there going to be herbal seasonings, garlic, pepper? Take those into consideration to help you find a wine that has those same characteristic notes to bring the meal together. And number 3, sweet likes heat. So when you find yourself enjoying spicy cuisine, you want to pick a sweet wine to counteract the spiciness and actually bring out other flavors of the meal. Now, if you're looking to enhance the spiciness, grab yourself a dry wine instead and it will do just that. But remember, I warned you. Now, if you are ready to become the wine pairing guru in your social circle, drop wine in the comments. I will hook you up with my free basic food and wine pairing guide so you can start doing that right away today.